Right, so I'm watching the Horseshoe Curve webcam. And people are always like, why doesn't the railroad put more investment in fun and excursions and things like that? Well, because 98 to 99% of this business is a shipping company. The rest is maintenance, signal switches, electrician work, and things like that. That is why they don't really care about the old buildings and stuff that's abandoned. I mean, this is a shipping company. They do modern, pretty much essentials for life here. I mean, a lot of these loads are life and death. They face massive penalties and fees if they are late. I mean, you can see how that works. When they started talking about things like buffer zones. So you know the train's going to be held up this late, so we send it this time. And if it's late, it should be there on time. But if it's late, you got like $10,000 to $100,000 an hour to pay if it's late. And this is like when you're a kid and it snows, but all you want to do is have fun, but you have to shovel the driveway and walks before you have fun. I mean, I don't know if I could put this any better. I mean, 98% of this business is a shipping company. The rest is maintenance. They don't really have time to worry about fun. I mean, that coal train has to get to the power plant on time, or they could not have enough fuel to keep the electricity flowing. I mean, you could see how this is. I mean, this is a modern railroad. They don't have time to worry about antiques and fun stuff. They really don't. I mean, your job is to get the freight to where it needs to be on time, as safely as possible without any damage. I mean, you can see where I'm coming from. I don't know why I'm not working here. I mean, I should. I mean, you can clearly see what I mean about this. I mean, I don't know if I could put this any better or explain this any more clearly. And I will tell you, this railroad pretty much means that you get your stuff on time and at a price you can afford. I mean, you go and put regulations on these trains, those costs are going to hit you, the customer and consumer. I don't know why I'm preaching this and just sitting here like this not being paid a cent. I mean, I don't know if I could say this any better. Most of you people have no idea about how the stuff works in that. You just hear the narrative that you have to regulate. It's dangerous. But this is how you get all your stuff through the mail and everything, and if it costs the trains more to run, you, the end consumer and customer, are going to get the fee for it. I mean, seriously. I mean, you can see where this is coming from. And I tell you what, everybody's complaining. Why do we need all these new pipelines and everything? Look around here. We got pipeline markers here, pipeline markers there. Does it look like there's been any maintenance or any pipelines installed within probably 80 years, 100? I mean, you see trees 6 inches thick on top of these, like, gas lines and crap. I mean, do you see how the age of that? I mean, I don't know how else I could explain this any better. I mean, this stuff is 100 years old. It needs maintained. I tell you, the fact that a lot of these bridges, this place was made like 175 years ago, and there's like no maintenance needed, shows how good they made this originally. But it is starting to show its age and it's falling apart. I mean, the derailment down there in Huntington, PA, where the stone bridge broke. I mean, that's the first time I've heard of anything like this falling apart and needing replaced. I mean, when they made those bridges, those stone bridges, 150, 175 years ago, they made them to last. I mean, they're 175 years old, and they lasted this long without, like, hardly any maintenance. But I tell you what, you build something like that today, you'll be lucky to get a half dozen years out of it. I mean, that's just the way they made this place. Like I said, my grandfather was a yard master on this road for 30 years. And I tell you what, my great-great-grandfather was there for the dawn of the diesels. He used to say, there's no way, when my grandma was like 4 or 5 years old, he used to tell her, there's no way those diesels are going to make it up over those mountains. I tell you what, I wish you could see the modern ACs and ACUs go up these mountains. I mean, boy, would he be shocked. I don't think he got to live pretty much through the dawn of the diesel age, when everyone was in doubt. I mean, I got some history with this, I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know what else I could say about that.